Alrighty,
Hello, hello,
hello.
hello.
So Kyle, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. So my name is Kyle. I'm a registered nurse by training. Prior to that, I did work with children with behavioral health issues. So I've had a range of experience. As a nurse, I've worked in psych for 2 years, general medicine floor for about 2 years, and now I work in an ICU. I like to travel as well.
Mm, how are you liking the show this so far?
Oh, listen, can we get a round of applause? You guys are doing an amazing job. And I just want to say I'm really inspired. I work with a lot of the youth that I've worked with have many challenges, but it's really nice to see youth that are just really creative and thriving. So I'm beyond humbled. You guys are awesome. Much love.
I'm
Yeah.
glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad. I wanted to know since winter time is here. What are some things? What are some things you like to do for your mental health?
Sure. The thing is, wintertime is tough. The days are shorter. We're not getting as much sun. It's cold outside. People don't want to be outdoors. The first thing that comes to mind is definitely hydration. Um, I know what beverages do you like to drink?
What beverages?
Yeah.
Um, really, bubblies actually. I like drinking bubblies.
Okay. And that's awesome. We just want to make sure we're getting enough water intake at the same time. There's something about being dehydrated that you'll have the same sort of symptoms. You'll feel lethargic, you'll feel tired. So hydration is key. Aside from hydration, find some awesome ways to move your energy. We are energetic beings, so some of us like music, some of us may like to dance. If you don't want to exercise outdoors, maybe do some exercise indoors. That might look like push-ups, sit-ups. Yeah, you can think of a lot of exercises you may do indoors. So definitely move your energy. Spend time with friends or family that you enjoy talking to. Sometimes having a good laugh is key. That's a good way to move your energy as well. And the most important thing, last but not least, is in the wintertime, think about your future. Um, it's never too soon to start to visualize your goals, like how you want your life to be. So if you can't be outdoors so much, it's good to take that time inside to do some internal searching. So what is it that inspires me? What is it that I'm good at? What is it that I want to strive for? See yourself in that space, in that role, performing, right? Maybe you may want to journal about that. But if you're not a journaler, take some deep breaths, close your eyes, and just see it. And if you can see it, you can be it,
Hmm.
for sure.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Um, Also funny that you mentioned journal. So on one of my apps on my phone, I actually have this thing called a vision board.
Hmm.
So all my goals that I have and everything, I just put on my phone as like a vision. Like for example, I want to go to a 4-year college.
Right.
I want to meet new people in my life, so I
Hmm.
kind of try to put that in my vision board and everything.
Wonderful. That's a round of applause for that. That's a wonderful idea. Yep.
Do you have some advice to avoid too much stress for the holidays?
Too much stress for the holidays. Um, Sometimes that might happen if we're around family, if we're around a lot of people. Social situations can be kind of awkward, and I just want to say that's not a bad thing. Um, we will get better with social situations with time. Take deep breaths. So one thing I like to do when I'm feeling stressed, and regardless of where you are, kind of having yourself with a pretty good posture
Hmm.
and keeping your abdominal muscles relaxed. Like, you know how sometimes you might be in an uncomfortable situation, you might start to tighten up a little bit,
Yeah.
you start to feel uncomfortable. Maybe something changes in your voice, like a crack or something odd, and you're like, oh man, so awkward, right?
Yeah.
But pretty good posture, nice relaxed stomach muscles, and just take some nice deep breaths into your stomach. out of your stomach, and just allow yourself to flow. Sometimes if you're in a space and maybe you don't know who you can talk to, who you maybe feel comfortable speaking to, just kind of scan the room for someone you feel like you might get along with. And it never hurts to be curious and just ask questions. So I think a lot about communicating with people as a trigger when around family, you know. It's the kind of like that awkwardness. Keeping yourself relaxed is really key. Yeah.
I understand that. I will say this, the one little stressful thing for me, when I was in was at first, before everything happened, was during Thanksgiving. So like right before Thanksgiving dinner, um, my aunt and uncle and I invited both of my sisters, and both of 'em, I had a feeling that maybe some clash out would happen, little
Sure.
bumped heads.
Sure.
But I started thinking, oh my gosh, this will be the first time we have 5 of us in one room in
Yeah.
years. So I was like a little, not exactly stressed, but I was a little hesitant and a little anxious. But once I got to see my other sister, once I got to talk with her, I had a feeling it would be okay.
Good.
In the end, though, well, kind of in the end, they did bash heads a little bit one time.
Okay.
But then again, during dinner and everything, it was actually really fun for the first time in a while.
Sure. Wow. Okay. Oh, round of applause. You know, and that's something that comes to mind because a lot of times you can have static and drama in families. You know, when you could keep yourself relaxed and not from succumbing to the stress response, you free yourself up creatively and also mentally to kind of think of solutions. Like, as long as you can still think of solutions, you're sort of in a positive headspace. So that's a wonderful thing. A book that I would highly recommend, it's an old book, but How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. It's a great book about how to overcome challenges in the arena. So as we progress and we become more successful, knowing how to manage stress and conflicts is key. Yes.
Oh, okay. Thank
Mhm.
you.
Mhm.
What would you suggest to someone facing financial stress due to the holidays?
Sure. So some people may feel shame because maybe there's an ideal gift that they would like to give, but financial resources may not allow them to. Some people may feel frustration because the amount of money that they're spending is more than what's ideal. And now after they've given the gift, they feel frustration as a result. So, the giving of gifts is a wonderful tradition. The theme we want to think about is what space are you in when you're giving the gift? So are we giving from a space of stress, or are we giving from a space of genuineness and caring and love, So sometimes the gift that you offer could be your presence. It could be whatever it is that allows you to connect with someone and have a great time with that person. So just think about those things when you're giving a gift. It doesn't always have to be a financial gift. It might be whatever your gift or talent is that you can also share with your loved ones, even if it's bringing a laugh, even if it's helping to prepare a dish, helping to clean up. There's so many things that we can do just by our presence that you can't put a value on.
Oh,
Mhm.
I actually have a quick funny story about that.
Mhm.
So, I believe it was when I'm a senior, right? But sorry, I'm a senior in high school right now. So when I was in 8th grade, so I think 4 years ago now, um, for Christmas Eve, we had this big tree in our backyard, and a big storm happened on Christmas Eve, and our tree fell right onto the car.
Wow.
And um, yeah, it fell right onto the car, and my aunt and uncle didn't know what to do.
Mhm.
So that's when we kind of we couldn't really go anywhere because the car. So we all kind of just stayed in the house and got the chance to spend time with each other for the Christmas holidays. So really, even in financially, if it's not good, we still had each other to spend time with. And during Christmas Day, I remembered in the morning we watched Scrooge and listened to Christmas music.
Beautiful.
So it was fun.
Hey, nothing like family. A round of applause for family. It's a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing.
If someone has anxiety over seeing certain people during this holiday season, what would you suggest?
You know what? The thing that I would suggest is, first of all, just some general things to consider about anxiety is what makes you anxious? What about people may make you anxious? And something you could do ahead of time is just to sort of jot those things down. So now you have in your mind like what it is that you're feeling, like when you see certain people. So a lot of times it starts with just acknowledging the feeling, right? And now when you see the actual person, start by taking some nice deep breaths, right?
Mm-hmm.
And just keeping your abdomen relaxed. It's okay to feel a little bit nervous.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to feel a little bit uncomfortable. These are common emotions, and they happen in every range of social interaction. But the main thing is as long as you're safe, so it's like, am I safe or am I threatened? If I'm safe and I'm not threatened, then that's a good thing, right? So I'm just a little bit uncomfortable. Take those nice deep breaths, just relax, smile. You have a nice smile, smile, and just take it from there. Don't feel the need to respond to any question or anything quicker than what you're ready to respond to. Sometimes that discomfort may come from, well, I don't know what to say given a certain circumstance. Take a nice deep breath, maybe 5 to 10 seconds, relax, and just see what comes from that feeling of calmness. The main thing is you want to learn how to feel the internal calmness so that you can better deal with external factors, for sure.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any advice for teens and family members in this room right now?
Wow. Teens and family members. I would say gratitude is very key. So in a tough time, always think about gratitude. What do I have to be grateful for? I know sometimes during the seasons, if we lost loved ones, sometimes those feelings may resurface, not seeing your loved ones during the holidays. So even if that's what you may be going through, just kind of think about your loved one in a way of gratitude. What do I remember well about them? What do I, like good things? And just, enjoy family, enjoy the time together, smile a lot.
Alrighty. Thank you so much.
And thank you. Thank you so much.